Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm sorry for those tests. I've been trying to figure out the best way to kind of have this situated so that the screen is slightly larger. Because the last stream I noticed that it wasn't taking up quite enough space on the actual screen itself. So I think I got a good system going. Alrighty. So let me go ahead and post this onto Facebook really fast, and then we can go ahead and get ready. Hope y'all are all doing well. Again, I'm sorry for that. I know that there was just like 2 stream updates or 3 or whatever it was, but yeah, like I said, I was kind of messing around with my stuff real fast. Sorry, give me 1 second. Just got to... Horrible at multitasking, people. Horrible at it. Sorry. Alright, let me see if I can get a quick tweet out real quick. Today's stream will probably be pretty short, just because I spent too long messing around with it. So, give me 1 second, sorry people. Alright, I think I got everything going. Let me make sure my chat is working. Then we can get started. I'm not sure how clear it is on the screen. Let me see if I can help. Alright, chat's working fine. Let's see if I can maybe add a little light, if that'll help. It's pretty late here, so it's a little dark in the room. At some point I'll make sure I get a nice camera so that y'all can actually really see everything. I think the issue actually is that this is too close. Let me see if I can back it out a little bit. Trying to get a setup also that works in regards to the angle that I draw at and stuff like that. It looks like it's almost focused on my hand more than the screen itself. I wonder if there's a way I can shift that. Sorry guys, like I said, I'm just kind of trying to figure all this out so that the stream looks good for you. So this is a little bit of a test stream, but I wonder if lens. Not 100% sure how that's looking. Maybe if I zoom in for you, let's see. See if that looks a little better. It's not horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna have to invest in a camera, or at least a newer phone with a better camera at some point soon. But let's just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna continue working on my cloud here. So I'm doing a project where I take cloud from like level 1 through level or not through level 50, but doing level 1, level 30, level 50. So that's kind of the dealio here. Just figured I'd go ahead and record it. Alrighty. So, yeah, man, that's really blurry. I don't like that. That's alright. I have to go with it. Alright. So, how do I want to situate this sword? Alrighty, so I'm gonna try to figure out a new Buster sword design, which is really hard because the Buster sword is just such a cool sword. It's kind of hard to fathom it being different, you know. Might go ahead and I got this kind of shape language going on here. And obviously I'm just in the sketch phase right now. So I have a shape language that got this kind of like thing going on here. So maybe do something like this. Maybe plop that out just slightly. And the objective here isn't to get this perfect. I'm just sketching, right? I'm just trying to plan out what I might do in the future. And maybe I can even have it be situation where this is, so we got it at this angle, so maybe got something like this where it's cut out. That could be kind of cool. It's crooked, but it could be cool. like that. It's really bothering me because it's crooked. This needs to be straighter on this side. Do kind of like that. So now the question is where can I put in some roundness? Because the shape language tells me that there's roundness in this character at points, but the issue is there's no roundness. So I guess maybe trying to think here. I've been thinking about this, so I'm gonna try it. Why not? You know what? I don't hate that. I actually like it better than what was there before. You know what? I'm gonna roll with it. Let me see something here. Alright, that's perfect. So the question is do I like the end there? You know what I might do is this. I might... And then... Yeah, so what I'm trying to do, for those of you who are wondering, is I'm trying to just, one, I'm trying to level them up, but two, I'm trying to figure out a way for me to like carry some of this shape language that's over here into this. And it is a little difficult. I mean, I kind of like it. I think it looks kind of cool. I already have some plans for the next phase of this, but yeah, I don't mind this at all. I think that there's some obvious, like, not obvious, but there feels like there's upgrades from this to this, so that's one thing. Oops. But I'm sure I'll end up editing it a ton as I get feedback from Mark, but I'm pretty happy with the way he came out so far, especially since this is like my first time ever really trying to do this as an exercise. But I don't think that's too bad. Yeah. I'm going to try to maybe at least start a little bit on the next one. And y'all can kind of see what I've been doing for this process. Oops, I don't know why I just did that. Oops, sorry. Oh no. That's not at all what I wanted. I'm sorry, people. Just got to see some of my emails. No. This is a disaster. Alright, sorry. It's not what I wanted either. There it goes. I did it. Alright, so now it's time to level him up to 50. I'm just going to merge these layers really fast. Put it up here. Alrighty. So, let's see here. Let's tone him down a bit. Let's go in here and make some minor changes. I'm going to start with the face. I already kind of had like a little bit of a plan for this. So I had this like idea of him having this this like thing over his face, so I'm probably going to do that. And then the same thing over here, but for his hair, I was planning on maybe letting this kind of poke out a bit. Okay. Kind of like this. Oops. And maybe have like one right here and one right here. Let's go. Guess I could probably turn the music up, huh, fellas? Or ladies, whoever's here. But I was going to give him a ponytail. That might be a little too evil looking. No, it's not too bad. Could probably round it just a bit. Alright. Probably do that. Trying to make it look like he's, aged a little bit. Because, as you level up, you age. Oops. Just destroyed my table. Max is not happy with me. He's like, Dad, it was nice and quiet in here. I was chilling and vibing, and you did that. Sorry, give me 1 second, people. I just gotta get my drink. Alright, I am back. Alright, so what do I want to do here? So I was definitely thinking a little more armor. So I could probably, a little more armor, a little more musculature. So let's start here. I kind of like that part of that design, but maybe I can have this be about the same size, but have this come down like it did, and now also have this come here maybe, and this do I want that? So what's the next step? I think that I could probably do this. How about I increase his musculature here. I'm gonna have to increase the size of this as well. Alright, so we can do this maybe. Let's have this come up higher. And now I can make this come out further maybe. And now his arm. here. Put this piece here. Probably not that much bigger. Let's make the tricep bigger. Let's keep the bicep around the same size. And now I can have this piece down in here having taken up the entirety of the forearm. And grown in size. Hey, thanks DJ, I appreciate it, man. I'm trying. Working hard. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm still learning. Now I can even make his hand a little bigger. Maybe I can even make that a little more mechanical. Man, I wish this song wasn't so loud. This song is loud. Alrighty. So yeah, I can make this hand a little more mechanical looking. I'll probably work on that a little later. Find some good reference for that. Maybe have it, or I can make it look like a gauntlet. I can even have some of those like screws come out where the knuckles are. Something like that. Max, buddy, go lay down. I know. Can you go lay down, Bubs? Sorry, everybody. My dog wanted to lay in my lap, but unfortunately he can't while I'm working. Thanks, Pat. Was it Patricia? Thank you. Appreciate it. Probably going to have to, with the size of this arm, probably going to have to take it out just a bit from his body. Yeah, I'm going to have to go find some, I agree DJ, I'm going to have to go find some references for a gauntlet though, because I haven't really drawn too many gauntlets. So I would just be kind of guessing as to like the shape and stuff, but I can at least put in some placeholders for now. I mean, I'm trying to also, I want to do the gauntlet and reproduce those like nuts and bolts that he has going on, because I really like this part of Cloud's design, like these nuts and bolts like kind of scattered throughout. I just find that so like interesting looking. Hey guys, how's the is the quality, is it like really blurry on y'all's end? So I was sitting there, I was trying real hard earlier before I started this particular stream. I was trying to get a solid stream going, but it just, one, I couldn't get the resolution right so that, you know, it was decent size on actual YouTube itself. And then, okay, that's good to know. Thanks, man. But yeah, I was struggling trying to get this stream going. I need to make sure I save this profile or this scene collection, I should say, before it's a little blurry. Alright. Yeah, I need to figure out, like, what I need to do as far as camera stuff is concerned. Maybe I need to probably upgrade the software that I'm using for the, because I use my phone as, like, the camera. So I probably got to figure that out. Hope y'all's night's been going well, though. Nice and toasty in this room right now. I'm over here sweating bullets. We're drawing and sweating. Need to make sure I remember to get a fan or something when I do streams and stuff. Alright, let's move on. I can do those details later. I can probably make this part over here bigger as well. Yeah, I probably will. I need to, like, I was thinking about just upgrading my phone at some point soon so that I could, you know, do a 2-for-1 deal. But I use like, what is it called? Like Camo Studio. Oh, but you know what? You're probably right. Like, it'd probably just be cheaper just to get a camera because then I can just hook it up directly. Might be onto something over there, Patrick. Probably have to just do that, invest in one. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not like it's too much of an expenditure, and it will help me in the long run with my YouTube channel, so. Alright, actually, let me stop trying to do details first. Let's get this in. Let's go thinner for this next one, and then let's go real big. A little bigger. I think an issue is, I think the forearm's slightly too short, so I'm gonna have to remember to fix that in the other ones. Yeah, it's definitely too short. Yeah, let me go ahead. Yeah, Patrick, and the thing with the phone that I just wasn't even thinking about is that not only is it pricey, it's an issue because you have to have a specific software for the phone in order for it to, like, properly run on here. So I think that's probably more accurate right there than I can. But so, like, the reason why the phone, because the phone probably has better resolution than what's showing. I'm sure that it has, like, at least, like, almost like QHD or something along those lines for, like, a resolution. But the problem is the program that I use, it's called, like, Camo or whatever it's called. Problem with it is you only get a certain level of resolution, and then past that, sorry, I'm horrible at multitasking. I promise I'll get better as I do more streams. But past that specific resolution, you have to like pay for more, and it's just like, do I do that? Pay for a phone and pay for more, and then like have to, do all that stuff in order just to get better resolution, or do I just, get a camera? And like you said, because the camera would allow for, it would allow for me to use a better resolution without having to have a specific kind of software that may or may not do the job correctly. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, that idea is really good, Patrick. Alrighty. Let's get this going a little bit. Drawing like super slow right now. Alright. And let's go out some more. Maybe slightly more, and then we can go back in. Yeah, I would agree. I don't know who else. I know that Kuzumari, he uses an iPad. I don't know if he uses an iPad to actually film what he's, either his face or what he's drawing as he's doing it. Maybe he uses it to film his face. I need to listen to one of his live streams to see what he's actually doing, because I forgot at this point. But yeah, I know he uses an iPad for recording like the video of some things, and then you're probably right, it's probably a camera for other stuff. I'm gonna have to look into that. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. I think that I need to maybe shorten it up a little bit in here. And then widen it back out again. Yeah, I like that better. So let's alright, I can add details later. I do need to fix the whatchamacallit, anatomy here though, because that's looking wonky. I think that the issue is that this isn't coming out enough. And that looks a little too big. I'm gonna go with what I did earlier. A little less of the bicep and a little more of tries. And you know what? This would probably, probably wasn't a bad idea actually. This will probably overlap the bottom a bit. Like that. And then we can make this bigger over here. Trying to think of what this would look like from this back view. It'd probably be like this. Yeah, it did. Like the the thing with anatomy that I think that most artists, including myself, like you just saw, get wrong pretty frequently with arm anatomy, is when we want characters to look like to look more muscular. What we do is we have this tendency, just because it's what we see the most. We have this tendency to want to make the biceps really really huge, and the problem with that is, in comparison to the two muscles that are directly like adjacent to them, the delt, which is like your shoulder muscle, and the tricep, it's actually the smaller of the three. So when we make this muscle too big, and like even right now, like the tricep looks a little wonky down here, it's because it probably would be, well, that's really the issue, is that my arm is going here. So I can fix that really fast. But, you know, when you're creating stuff, the arm in particular, and you don't keep those proportions correct, of, you know, the tricep being, I probably need to just go ahead and redraw that arm, but the tricep being the bigger of the two between the bicep and tricep, then you get this wonkiness that I have right now, and that's why this isn't working. Is because, one, I probably need to, what the heck, I probably need to push this arm out more, like out in space, and two, because there wasn't enough space for the actual anatomy in there, so this probably needs to pop up, like right in here. And let's see, here we get this. Yeah, I can have the arm coming towards us slightly more, and then have that and that. And then yeah, I probably need to redraw the whole anatomy of this arm because I've made him bulkier. So let's move this, because I don't want to totally redraw that. Let's move that out of the way. And I can, so this shoulder is about here. The middle of his body is here. So we get this. Yeah, see, that's why the shoulder is probably actually right about here. I was sitting there trying to make it where it was. That is why it did not work. Okay, so now I should be able to get everything in correctly. That would mean that this muscle is here. Sorry, give me 1 second. Alrighty. Something that's really cool, not sure if y'all know this. Actually, you know what? Let me get rid of this for a second. It's distracting me. Really cool fun fact about anatomy of the upper body. Your bicep muscle actually goes underneath. This is still too long, I think. But your bicep goes underneath your pectoral muscle. Let me see if I can get this on here and I'll show you. So if you can look here, see the pectoralis major muscle, it goes and attaches to your arm bone, and your bicep actually goes underneath. Can you see it? Bloop. So that's a fun fact, and it'll help your characters look more realistic when you're drawing them. Let me move this over for y'all. Probably also need to pull his head up a little bit. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Anatomy's really fun to learn once you, well, oh yeah. Yeah, I've always liked science, so like that part of learning about art has just fascinated me. But yeah, it's really cool when you start to learn where muscles and stuff actually rest. So this is around here. But yeah, and it does help your drawings. See, at this point, let me see here. So the rib cage is like in here. So that would mean that his arm probably around here because your belly button is right about here. Okay. I think that this is about accurate. So now we get this here. Gonna get the tricep coming right around here. And finally, bring this back that I worked hard on earlier. And place it right around here and rotate it. And let me see how that looks in comparison. Yep, that looks better to me. And that would mean that this muscle is being forced upward. Biceps are actually going to be a little flatter as it goes underneath here. Alrighty, so now, yeah, see, look how big of a difference that is. Like, this is anatomy. It's not perfect anatomy, but it's more correct than what I had before for this person's musculature. And it's just like a vast difference in between like where like the shoulders and stuff are. That's wild. That's what I get for trying to cheat. Alrighty, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now I can go ahead and build his armor plating on top of this form. I want to attach this? I don't know, but I don't like this song. What's this one? Oh, I love this one. Alright. So let me just put in a little bit of a box for the hand. I could probably take this and do that, and then take this just a bit. Actually, let's keep it right around there, actually. I think that this does need to come in slightly. That feels a little more right. Alright. So, probably going to plop another layer on top and actually tone this one down just a bit so I can apply this armor plating on this side. Let's do his chest armor, so I'm going to, let's keep the cloth here for now, and it can kind of come up like that, like he has. And now I can take this and just kind of wrap it around here. I can take that. It's a little too far. I can continue that like Vegeta armor plate that I had going on and just make it a little bulkier probably. Can have this piece popping out. As like a stomach plate. Maybe divide this in half. I should probably, getting ahead of myself, should probably go ahead and draw this part out down here. I'm going to make his legs just because I had to make his upper body a little bit bigger. Probably going to make his legs longer to match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the guide that I have down here. I'm going to stretch it. And widen it out a bit. Alright. So now I can go in, get rid of that for a second. So now I can go in and probably finish up a little bit of anatomy here. So we got his chest, pelvic region. Sorry guys, I check something really fast. Yeah, I'll probably push. So now, the trick is that I don't want to make him a tree with big branches and no trunk. So I gotta make his leg muscles much bigger than they were prior. So it's crazy because I didn't have to redo the anatomy before, but because I added so much musculature to him for this final version, it feels like I kind of have to go back through and add this. Am I a doctor? No, I'm actually I'm a therapist. I do what's called family-based therapy. I go in and I help like at-risk youth that have like that express like suicidal ideation, things like that. So that's my day job. Were you asking just because of like the anatomy stuff that I was talking about, or? That is a little wonky looking, but I do need to add these muscles. And it should kind of cure that just a bit at least. Yeah, DJ, I will take that as a compliment. I work hard on my anatomy. So I appreciate that. Nah, I just, I'm the kind of person that I kind of have to know all the details of something for me to like make sense of it. So I found personally that doing, like really focusing on anatomy has helped me improve my art. But yeah, and thank you. I think that doing that. Oh, thanks, DJ. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me, actually. But yeah, yeah, it threw me off. I wasn't expecting that. Thanks, DJ. But yeah, what I want to do is the reason why I do art, or I started doing art, is because I actually want to do a comic, like a manga style comic that will help kids with their their any kind of mental health considerations that they have. I kind of like, I have a, if you ever want to check out, I have a video on my channel that's just it's like kind of an about me, and in it I talk about a little bit of my background and stuff like that, and why I do art now. And one of the reasons is because I want to, like I said, I want to make a comic that helps kids. Yeah, I want to make a comic. Sorry, I was reading Patrick's thing, but I want to make a comic that helps kids with their mental health considerations. Just because, like, growing up, I'm mixed race, and it was kind of difficult growing up being mixed race because of like, it's hard to find out where you fit in and stuff like that. And I just want to help kids that go through a similar circumstance. So that's really why I actually started doing art. So yeah, that is my life story. And Patrick, yeah, art does take a lot of patience. Anyway, I've been drawing for, like, consistently drawing now for about 4.5 years, I would say. And when I first started drawing, my stuff was really bad. I mean, this is just kind of me sketching right now. Like, I can do, like the little mushroom guy that y'all see. That's probably my best piece of art so far. And that's kind of like the upper tier of how well I can draw. But one day maybe I'll do a video on that this week. I'll do a video of, like, showing one of my first drawings and showing that drawing and the progress that I've made, because it's been pretty crazy the past, like, 4 or 5 years how much progress I really have made. But it took that time, right? It takes 4 or 5 years to get there, especially when you're working full time and stuff like that. All right. Let me see here. How do I want to do? And yeah, Patrick, I actually have I've created 2 short story comics, like one shots. One of them's being judged in Eclipse Studio Paint challenge right now. I did, like, the international challenge that they have, and then the other one is I did it for another contest, and that one is on my. I'll probably have to put that. I need to probably put that on my website if y'all ever want to read it. So maybe next time I need to make it so it's visible to, like, everybody. But next time I'll put it in the description, so if y'all want to check out one of my earlier comics, you can do that. How do I want to... So I'm going to attach it like this, I guess. Now, what do I want this armor to look like in the front? I guess I could have it do this. My art, I would say, like, my art style, I look at a lot of, like, I really like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's probably one of my favorite art styles. I really like the way that Araki, he has really cool gestures and things like that. They have so much life in him. And I would say that for faces, I do a lot of JoJo style faces. Like, my noses typically look something like this. Which, nostrils aren't that big, but which is, like, very JoJo's-esque. I do pretty full lips as well, which is kind of JoJo's. I really like, what is her name? Lizbeth. She has a YouTube channel as well, and she's an independent developer of the manga called Sacred. Her art's beautiful. Other people that I've looked to for their art styles, I base my art style also off of, like, I like Mark Brunet's, like, he's my instructor, like, I'm in that course right now. I love his art style. For eyes, who did I look at for eyes mostly? I like Bleach a lot. I think that, like, some of my stuff has come from Bleach, but not too much. But yeah, that's probably a majority of my stuff. I do like to do, like, as you can see, like, my anatomy is, like, at least semi-realistic. But yeah, I also, like, I do look at, like, Kuzumari's art. His is a little bit less realistic than I would go for. I mean, his art's beautiful. It has not, like, realism has nothing to do with whether your art's beautiful or not. His art is gorgeous. But I do look at his art as well a lot, because he has a great way of showing showing a lot of emotion in his faces and things like that. But those are probably my main influences on my art style. I look at a lot of video game developers stuff as well. Like, I did look at a lot of stuff around, like, Final Fantasy VII for Cloud. And I did kind of just loosely based it off of, like, my drawings here off of his art style, or their art style, I should say, because a lot of people developed that one. But yeah. Who are some of y'all's favorite artists? I'm sure not everybody does manga style stuff like I do, but trying to think of how I want his armor to be. Let's look at what we have before. So you know what, I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to... I need to look at some reference for how it comes up in here around the shoulders. Nice, yeah, I wouldn't say, like... I don't think I have, my own distinct style yet. I'm still, like, I still teeter-totter on, like, what I draw and I like to draw. And I think that my style in doing something like this, where it's like I just draw it once, versus, like, if I were to do a comic, would be much, much different. But I think even my style from my first comic to my second comic changed dramatically. But I'm always going more towards realism. Like, I forgot one artist. One of my favorites is, I think it's just pronounced Boichi. Oh, man. He's the guy that did Sunken Rock and Dr. Stone. His art is just absolutely out of this world. Like, it's unreal, the kind of detail that he can put in a manga where you're... You know, he's got to draw that stuff every 30 days, man. It's incredible how much detail he puts in there based off of that. Like, I couldn't imagine having that type of schedule. And for him, it's easy, right? That's the crazy part, that I think that... Well, it's not easy. I shouldn't say that. It's obviously hard, but for him, that, like, level of artistic ability is just, like... You know, he just kind of does it. It's just it's his baseline, right? It's what I would aspire to do in a single illustration, and he can do it in, you know, 30, like, not even 30, what am I saying? 120 to, like, 150 illustrations per month, because that's, you know, what he's required to do, and it's just absolutely insanity. I like that. I don't know if I like that. Let's do... Alright. Oh boy. I'm probably going to get ready to end the stream in about 15 minutes. It's it's 11 it is 11:18 p.m. where I live. I don't know where y'all are at, but I am on the east coast of the US, and I have to work tomorrow. But two, I am getting a little tired, and I can tell that I'm getting tired just because I'm not talking as much. So, oops, sorry, I hit the camera. But I do really appreciate y'all hopping on and hanging out. If y'all haven't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe. I'm gonna try to do these live streams. I don't know. I'll probably do them pretty frequently, just because like I'm gonna try to work every day on this kind of stuff. But I don't know exact time frame for that quite yet, as far as how many days a week and things like that. I don't think I can handle doing it every day. But I could probably do... I'm going to try to get another one in this week. Maybe on Thursday or Friday. And then maybe I don't know. Maybe another one on Sunday or something like that. We'll see. 2 or 3 is probably my limit per week for now. But I do enjoy the live streams because it's cool talking to y'all and seeing everybody. And yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like, it's interesting because when you're on a stream, obviously, like, you draw slower. One, because you're thinking about how people are viewing your art. But two, it's, you gotta learn how to talk and draw at the same time. And I'm just learning how to draw pretty quickly without talking. And I'm also notoriously bad at multitasking. But yeah, I appreciate that, Patrick. Let's do this. Yeah, it is a little difficult, but I'll get used to it at some point. Practice makes perfect. And it's definitely worth it to talk to some people who are willing to stay on a stream with me and stuff like that. It's nice. Alright, let me make this a little fatter. So I appreciate y'all very much for chilling and being talkative and stuff like that. I think this is by far probably the most talkative live stream I've ever had, as far as people responding in the chat. So I appreciate you and DJ a lot. It makes the it makes the time go quicker, and it makes it feel, as a content creator, you don't really know if people enjoy your stuff or not. So unless they're viewers, right? And when you're a small content creator, you don't see the kind of stuff that you would expect to see doing content creation, So, all that to say, I just really appreciate it, man. Y'all kind of made my night with hanging out with me and chilling and talking the whole time. Good, man. I'm glad you've enjoyed the stream. Thanks, DJ. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably like I need to solidify a stream schedule. I think Mondays are probably going to be a pretty good day for me. Um, and I'll probably do them late like this because I work better late, and two, I got cooking stuff. I got a fiance I like to try to take care of as best as possible and stuff like that. So, and I got all my other obligations with my day job and stuff. So Monday, you know, 9 or so Eastern Standard is probably gonna be good. Um, Maybe I'll try. Before I jump off the stream, I'll give y'all another date that I'll start streaming again this week. I just have to get my schedule out, but I can give y'all that so that if y'all want to stop by again, you can. Sounds good. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, let me get that out real fast. Give me 1 second, and I'll solidify a time. Oof. Yeah. Let me do I'll put in Wednesday night at around like 7:30 or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. That's when I'll start. I'll make sure I put it up as like a scheduled stream so y'all can see it as well. So I'll do 8 p.m. EST. Yeah, we can all hang out again. All right, let me. Get this going again. So trying to think here. I did like that part of that design, so I'm gonna keep that. Just make it a little longer. Alright, so I got that going. Probably. Do that. Let's do. do these here. And then I'll do wrappings the rest of the way up. Sorry, I'm just changing. I don't like this. I need to get rid of this song. Hate that one. Don't know why I hate it, but I hate it. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright, let me see here. So previously, oh, I forgot to do the wrappings. Previously I did, actually let me switch this. Make this one slightly bigger. Smaller and bigger again. And then let's get the wrappings going. Can y'all hear my laundry in the background? Should probably remember to close the door. I'm sure it's probably coming through. I feel like that mic picks up a lot. I also need to get a new mic. That mic is really staticky. Hate it. Before I jump off, I just want to figure out one last thing, and that is what to do in this area. So I got these. I kind of like that, but like I also need to trying to think here. I can maybe... Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's like, it's down, I'm like in this room where there's like the downstairs is like right next to like the door for downstairs, I mean, is like right next to the room, so it can, it couldn't really, or you could probably hear it every once in a while tumbling a little bit down there. I just forgot that it was going off. I would have shut that door. Alright, I'm trying to think here. Cool. Thanks, DJ. Alright, so... let's start at least with the same thing. And then see where my mind wanders from there. I mean, that already looks like a pretty decent upgrade from here to here. From here to here. I could probably make the boots like ironclad of some sort. I'll probably do that next stream, do a little bit of research. It's not coming out too bad. I mean, granted, it's sloppy right now because I need to clean it up, but it's definitely not bad. Oh, you like this chest design? I like it because it follows anatomy a little bit, so you get this. It feels a little bit better. I did this one this way just because I wanted to repeat that shape twice. I might go back and edit, I'm not sure. But I think that it looks fine going from there to there because it looks like a upgraded, beefier armor. How long do I plan on streaming? I don't know. It'll depend on it'll kind of depend on how I feel. I'll probably end up doing a pretty long stream, like an hour, between an hour and 2 hours, I would assume. And if y'all are on and I'm feeling fine, I'll stay on until I start inking or something these or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, at least an hour, I would say. Probably longer, probably an hour and a half. Yeah, it does make him look buffer. You are right. Which is what I wanted. Alright. See what we got here. And also, DJ, could be one of those situations like right now where I say I'm going to leave in 15 minutes and 30 minutes goes by. Let's see here. I just kind of wanted to quickly get in some of this stuff so that I can see what it looks like as a whole without the stuff underneath. Ugh. No! There it goes. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I know as a person that also enjoys like sitting in live streams, like I could I would be fine with some of my favorite streamers just going forever. So I appreciate that, DJ. I'm excited to like take this stuff and like clean it up a little bit because like I'm obviously just doing like really rough doodles right now basically, but I'm excited to like do the actual line work and solidify stuff. I'm not going to worry about the hand right now because it'll take me a little bit, but do just a oops. General shape. Probably will tilt the wrist. A little bit, just a little bit. Alright, let's do his face really fast. Yeah, I'm excited to do the line work for this. I also really love like Final Fantasy and I love Cloud. It's one of my, this is going to tell you all my age in about a second, but it's one of the first games that I can really remember playing besides like Mario on the 64. But like it was probably one of the first games I remember playing and actually like learning how to like go through dungeons and things like that. So I was like, for whatever reason, my instructor was like, hey, like think about possibly, taking a character that's already existing for your portfolio and like leveling them up. And I had a few in mind, but for whatever reason, Cloud really stuck with me, and I was like, oh man, if I can do a really good Cloud, that'd be awesome. So I don't know if this is like what I would consider really good, but for me it's decent, so I'm pretty happy with it. Also, I didn't mention this earlier when you asked this question DJ, but obviously, like Akira Toriyama, I don't know how familiar you are with anime and manga and stuff, but the creator of Dragon Ball is obviously like a huge influence to like this hairstyle is like very Trunks-esque. And I was actually thinking about Trunks. That's probably one of my favorite like character designs in Dragon Ball is that future Trunks when he like turns into like I think they call it like Ultra Super Saiyan or whatever, where he's like the buff Super Saiyan. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, that design is like one of my favorite designs of any, like I just said, I'm just repeating myself, but that was such a good design. Um, and it was just a shame that his character just, oh, thanks DJ. Appreciate it. But yeah, that Trunks character, man, is such a like lost gem in that series. It's really cool though that they kind of gave him his like happy ending in that series, where he goes back in time and just absolutely like decimates everybody. That's just so satisfying to watch, especially after like the pain that poor dude had to endure with the androids just wiping everybody out. Um, all right. All right, let me finish this eye up a little bit. Hey, yeah, my boy looking beefy. That's not too bad. I'll take it. I'll probably tinker around with the design the next time I do the live stream. Um, just so y'all know, sometimes I also do live streams where I just like practice like my fundamentals. I'll probably start off with that when I come back on Wednesday. Um, but yeah, I like to do sorry, got distracted. But I like to do like gesture drawing and stuff like that. So I'll probably do that for about 20 to 30 minutes and then I'll probably get back to this. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress I made today. Because when I finished the sword and this guy, still have some stuff I need to do. Like, I need to figure out the small details for his, in particular, his stuff and some of his. But yeah, you said I don't remember much of the plots in Dragon Ball because it's been a long time since I've watched it. Yeah, I mean, I the only reason why I remember them so well is because like Dragon Ball is like it's the anime that I grew up on, and I like I said earlier, I love anime, but the uh, the series I like typically rewatch a good portion of the series, and that particular the Cell Saga is like my favorite, so I'll rewatch the Cell Saga like. Um, Probably once every like couple of years. So that's something that's just like it's always there. I really loved that saga. Um, all right. So now I gotta figure out his. I probably need to. Let me take this arm and tilt it a little bit so I can get this sword angle to match. Now the sword will be what, like this. Oops. Right in there. Yeah, that'll work because his sword's gonna be bigger. Okay. Alright, fellas. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up right here. I'm gonna I'll leave the sword design stuff for Wednesday. And I gotta go ahead and get my tired booty in the in the bed. I got work I gotta get done tomorrow. But like I said, man, I really do appreciate y'all sticking around. I haven't had, I don't know if I've ever had this much. No, I definitely haven't. I don't know. I'm kidding. I haven't had this much talk on a stream yet. So really appreciate it. And yeah, if y'all like on my next stream, if y'all ever want to see me, like if you have ideas of something to draw or something like that, I don't know how into artwork and stuff y'all are, but if you want me to like try to draw something for you or explain something for you, just plop it in the chat and I'll definitely do it off to the side. I have no problem doing that. It's practice for me anyways. So but yeah, so between now and Wednesday, I hope y'all have a fantastic week doing whatever you do, whether that's work or school or what have you. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. And you too, Patrick, man. Appreciate y'all. Alrighty. Peace.